Hey YouTube, it is Tim Zor Canada coming at you again. It is December 5th today. It feels like it's been a month since my last video, even though it's actually only been 6 days. So much is going on, so I want to kind of go over what's happened the last week. And a few kind of things I've been thinking about, and maybe I can get some advice from my fellow VSGers out on YouTube and Facebook. So one thing that's kind of changed recently, which I'm not exactly sure how I feel about it yet, I was originally supposed to be finishing my contract on January 11th. So when I was booking my surgery, I had looked at the schedule so that I could have time to go home, see friends and family, and then work on a pre-op diet, and then have my surgery on the 22nd. When I had first made my scheduled surgery date assessment, there was a possibility of being extended till January 15th. At that point, I was like, okay, well, maybe a few less days, but it would still work. Unfortunately, however, I just found out that I have been rescheduled to leave on January 18th. That only gives me 4 days between leaving work here and actually having surgery in Mexico. That is a little bit tight, basically. The thing is, I'm flying back on the 18th, which means maybe not arriving at home until the 19th, and of course I'm leaving on the 21st for my surgery really, really early, so it actually only gives me 2 days at home, and I'm not sure if that is enough time to do everything that I would like to do beforehand. Now, my surgeon did say I don't actually need to do a pre-op diet. My BMI is 34.8, and 35 is where the cutoff is for a pre-op diet. I'm going to do one anyways, but I'm not sure if doing just a few days before I leave, and then doing those 3 days when I'm at home. When I had my band put in back in 2009, I had done 5 days liquid, so it was 4 protein shakes per day, which were 100 calories each, plus 1 lean cuisine meal, as long as it was less than 300 calories. And in those 5 days, I lost 10 pounds. My surgeon said that my liver was perfect during surgery, so I'm kind of hoping to do the same thing, even if it's not required, just to make sure that my liver is as small as possible. But now with the new schedule, I don't know. I'm a little bit worried that it's too tight, and I'm now thinking maybe I should reschedule my surgery. However, my vacation might also be shortened a little bit, and I want to get this surgery done as soon as I can at the beginning of my vacation to give me the most amount of time to heal and recover, to get used to eating with my new stomach, as well as have the time to resolve any issues if they arise or during my vacation time. It's still supposed to be March 30th at this point, but our entire department is going through a restructure, and I'm not sure if I'll be having to come back earlier. So that's a little bit, on my mind and a bit overwhelming, but I'm trying to, figure out, is 2 days prep time going to be enough at home? I'm kind of feeling like maybe it's actually better to do it this way, because now I can go home and I can just focus on this, and I can just tell my friends I'm not coming back home until after my surgery. I mean, they don't know yet that I'm going for the surgery. I spoke earlier in my video that I didn't really tell many people, that I told family, and that's what I want to change this time around. So they don't know that I even have the band. They also don't know that I'm going to be going for VSG, so I'm not sure if I should just not tell them, go to Mexico, have the surgery, come back, and then say, oh, I'm back, by the way, I also have no stomach. So we'll see. What else has been going on? I've been doing a lot of mental preparation. I was talking about on my last video how I went and had this band, and that it was phenomenal. I was eating less and I was losing weight, and it was fantastic. But I didn't really work so much on the rest of it, the mental part of it, which Looking back now, I don't know why surgeons don't mandate people going to go see counselors or do social work of some sort, because it is such a big part of the surgery. In my opinion, especially if you look at long-term success, people who are able to keep the weight off, it's even more important than the surgery itself. So I've been working on that a lot, and there are a few things that I've kind of realized, and I knew them logically before, but now I'm actually starting to really feel it. The biggest thing is that, as a man, stereotypical talking here, we're very task-oriented. We see something and then we go, okay, this is what I need to do. How am I going to get it done? Let's do it. Done. Move on to the next task. But this is not a task. This is my new life. I am going to be a VSGer for the rest of my life. Having a small stomach is not something that I need to get done for the task to be completed. It is, a part of me. It is a part of my personality now, and I think it's going to be difficult for me to now. It's like having I've heard this before, like having a new organ inside of you. I think that might have been Sarah who said that. It's this new thing, and I need to learn that this is now part of me. This is not just a temporary thing, and I think a big part of it is to actually own that and to accept it, and I'm not exactly sure how to be able to not let it overwhelm me, take over my personality. I don't want to be only a VSGer. I still want to be Tim and all the other things that I am, but I need to integrate this into my life. So I'm a little bit overwhelmed with all of that, but I'm working on it, and I think the biggest difference is that I've realized that this is what needs to be done, and at least I'm working towards figuring out how to get this integrated into my life and becoming a Tim who has VSG surgery in the past and who eats less and who is now going to be hopefully thinner and healthier and all that. Another thing I've been thinking a lot about is, I have an addictive personality. I always have. I struggled a lot with addictions in my past. Used to be a drug addict, and used to smoke. Luckily, both of those I have been able to successfully quit. I am now clean for 6 and almost 7 years. So I'm very happy about that. What I am worried about, though, is when I lose food, what am I going to do? Because right now I think that food definitely is one of my addictions, and that when I'm not able to use that anymore, will I move back into something else? Will I go back to drugs or smoking? Will I transfer to drinking or to some other addiction? And I am a little bit worried about that now. I do find that my addictions have improved greatly, but I definitely do have that. There's that cheesecake sitting there, and I'm not at all hungry. I just finished a 4-course meal, and it looks so good. I need it now. So it's something that I definitely need to work on. I need to figure out why I have that. I need it now. What is it that thing is? What is it doing to my body? Is it the drug of the sugar, or is it the I want it and my addiction to getting things that I want? Is that it? Is it the physical addiction to the food, or is it the mental, I need a coping addiction? And I'm not exactly sure, because I have gone to counselors before in my past, and they have always said, "Oh, okay, write down how you feel when you want this thing, even though you know you shouldn't have it, but you take it anyways. What is it that's going through your mind?" And honestly, the thing that's going through my mind is I really want this piece of cheesecake. I mean, there's nothing else. There's no anger. There's no I'm not sad. I really love cheesecake. It tastes delicious, and I want it in my mouth. So I'm not exactly sure what I can do about that, but it is definitely something I need to be concerned about. I'm hoping there are people that are able to transfer their addiction to something good, like they can get addicted to reading, or addicted to going to the gym, or addicted to even shopping. I mean, I really don't mind if going out and buying t-shirts is my way to release, so that I can, then fine. And look, I'll have a lot of t-shirts. That's okay, as long as it's not something that is ruining my health or my ability to function. I mean, it's possible, I guess, that I could be going and buying clothing when I should be doing other things, like when I should be working, for instance. So it could get in my way, but we'll see. It's like, do I intentionally try to transfer my addiction to something that's better, or do I work really hard trying to figure out why I have this addictive personality? I don't know why I have it, so there's that. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of other things going on, but I don't want this video to be too long, and I think I've been kind of going in circles. As you can tell, I'm a little bit scattered. I have so many things on my mind, and so many things that I want to do differently this time